Welcome back to Chow Time Pod. It's your host, Red. Got a video today from Average Man Unplugged. Ladies of TikTok are furious that men are choosing trees. Sorry, ladies. We don't want you. Please exit them below. I really appreciate that. Do that chow. It's chow time. Woo!
Oh, is this the part where I'm supposed to sway you and convince you that men are safer? No, fuck you. Go get the damn bell.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
So, I know y'all guys probably saw when I reacted to the tree versus woman video, and apparently the women are in their feelings about this, and it is definitely exposed some hypocrisy, and I'm not even gonna spoil it for you guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into these videos. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
So, the debate of being in the woods with a man or a bear, and how women, just universally really came out and said, give me a bear. A woman asked men the question, kind of turned it around, and somebody came in and said, hey, that's not the right question. And I've gone back and watched his video, and he said basically, like, you should be asking a man if he'd rather tell his feelings to a tree or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And while we don't want to shift the whole focus away from the very, very important things that women were saying when we said bear, I think this gives us an opportunity for some dialogue, which is like, hey, if we want to actually have a man have inter and intrapersonal skills, which is often what we're saying men are lacking.
Stop the cap.
Translation.
Men built society. We've built hierarchies. We've built every social order almost that you see. How are men lacking those skills?
We were seeking compliance.
Like an awareness of, there's my senior dog always interrupting my videos, but to share their feelings, to recognize them, for you to be able to talk about them, so that we can have healthy, happy relationships. Then we actually have to be able to let them share their feelings, and you can't use it against them. You can't think of them as wimpy. You can't manipulate them or tell them that their feelings don't matter, or any of the other things that we never like either. So this is just a message to women. If we want men to evolve, and we do, right? It's universally out there. Like, you're not.
I didn't realize you were just Neanderthals.
Not our cavemen anymore, protecting us from the bear. You are the bear.
Nope.
Actually, the bear is safer than you, is
Nope.
what we're saying. So we want men to be able to learn how to recognize their feelings. Sorry about Jersey there. And to be able to share them with us.
And we want women to recognize their stupidity and stop sharing it with us.
Have to learn to share space with them. So that's my message. Go make it a great day. Take good care. Bye-bye. You guys know that more than one thing can be true at the same time, right? Like, women can choose the bear in the woods over a man, especially a random man. And she could also still love the men in her life. Okay?
No. Those two are too contradicting to fucking be in the same. This would be both true.
Okay, and she could still choose the bear and also not be a man-hater. And Black women can choose a man in the office than a white woman.
What?
And we've heard their voices about why they might choose that. And men could maybe choose the tree than sharing their feelings to a woman. All of those things can be true. They don't negate each other. They're good conversation points. We don't do the issue, if we're going to call it an issue, we don't do it any service by discounting people's sharing their feelings. And
if your feelings are stupid and the logic doesn't make sense, yes, I can discount you because it doesn't make sense. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. If your feelings are stupid, they're stupid.
And denying that it exists, or arguing with each other about, one thing or another. Well, you said this and I said that. Like, they can all be true. Come on, guys, grow up already.
You're the one that's this idiot that's fucking like a kid that thinks everything can be true at once. No, they can't. Not at least the contradicting fact that you think great men are in your lives, but you would not still pick men over a bear.
Come on.
And all this coming from a woman whose TikTok handle is named The Cat Lady. Yes, I'm dead ass serious. The Cat Lady with a K. And has the nerve to have the PhD.
I'm a PhD.
You stupid.
Talking like this.
Must unlearn what you have learned.
She must have got her PhD from the Magic School Bus. And when I tell you guys, it is the true definition of
Hey, Rome, why are you hating on the Magic School Bus? I learned a lot from the Magic School Bus.
what we like to call a grifter, because it's very obvious that this woman is siding with the women and chose the bear.
Yep.
But when this tree versus woman conversation, she felt some type of way, and she tried to give a balanced opinion, but she really didn't. Because, oh yeah, because y'all are the bear. Nah, no. Now, the next content creator, I believe she's called the Manicured Mom. The Manicured Mom, if I believe so, correct. She's the person that made me originally want to react to this topic. And she was the one that started seeing the hypocrisy. And she responded to that. And I want y'all to hear what she had to say, because she destroyed everything the previous woman I just showed you said. Check this out.
When we look at the question of would you choose the bear or the man, or would you choose the woman or the tree, they're actually both questions about safety.
Yep.
The man or the bear question is about physical safety and the woman's fear for their physical safety. The woman in the tree is about mental health safety and the men's fear for their mental health safety. Look at the man versus the bear and the lack of physical safety or the fear of physical safety that women have. Without that physical safety, they could be raped, they could be assaulted, or they could be unalived. When we look at the men's question of would you choose the woman or the tree, and we look at mental health safety, without mental health safety, a man could self-unalive. Beth, whether it be by unaliving or self-unaliving.
He might even be worse, girl. He might go around shooting up the club. I don't mean vaginas either.
It's horrible. And we need to work on both of these numbers. But if you don't think the questions are comparative, why don't we look at the actual numbers? In 2021, slightly over 4,900 women were unalived. Not all of them at the hands of men, but 4,900 women. In the same year, over 38,000 men self-unalived. So that means that a man is 8 times more likely to self-unalive than a woman is to be unalived. And yet you don't think the question about the woman versus the tree is comparative to a man versus a bear. I think they're very comparative.
Very so.
Anyways, have the day you deserve. Bye. Some women are putting their...
I've even had men in my comment section on the last video. I was like, oh, why would we make stupid conversations about this? No, it's just showing the hypocrisy of women. When we make up these conversations, they make up stupid questions. We make up another stupid question to put them in their place.
Hypocrisy and double standards on full display with the man versus bear and woman versus tree conversation. So when the man versus bear conversation is being had and any man says, I don't like the question, I feel like it paints me as a predator, or I don't understand how you could choose a bear over a man, women automatically say he's a predator, he's a red flag, he's a horrible person. How can you question us? How do you have a problem with this? Because we're not talking about all men, we're just talking about the ones that we think might be dangerous. But then we turn it over to the women versus tree conversation, and women, one, are upset that how dare men change the focus off of the man versus bear conversation, and how dare men talk about something different than what women want to talk about. But also, they're up in arms in my comment section and across this app saying, well, not all women are untrustworthy. Not all women weaponize emotions against men. I would never do that to my man. I would never do that to any man. But when men were saying that, men were the predators. But when women are saying it's just we want to be heard, like you can't paint us. You didn't hear us on the bear, and now you won't hear us here, that this isn't all women. Maybe the men stopped listening to you because you stopped listening
long
to the
ago.
men. Anyways, stay triggered, ladies, and have the day you deserve. Bye. Men, keep choosing the tree.
Drizzle,
For
drizzle.
y'all that are new to my channel, I have a running theme and joke on this channel where I say women are walking contradictions. And this is just more proof. Because just like she said, when this hypothetical originally presented itself, most men were like, no, I'm not that kind of dude. No, that's only a small percentage of men. And when they got hit with these very logical and sound answers and responses, women would say, oh, nah, you're a part of the problem and yada yada yada. And it's kind of like, no, that's really not the case. However, when the tables are turned and it's tree versus woman, you got women literally over here responding basically the exact same way men did when y'all presented the man versus bear hypothetical. Hypocrisy, bruh. Hypocrisy.
At its
This
finest.
is the BS that I be talking about. And then y'all wonder why men are no longer having empathy for y'all, along with a whole other list of things that I can go over. But
that whole empathy thing is huge. I've noticed it within myself. I'm not moved by tears whatsoever. I'm actually moved by more of men's tears than I'm actually moved by women's tears. That's how bad it's gotten. That's how many women have fucked the game up for other women. Now that men like me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, that feels this way about women now.
But I'm not gonna do that because this video will probably be an hour long. I'm exaggerating. I'm being sarcastic, but at the same time, I'm really not, am I? But anyway, 8 times more likely,
right?
And then these are the same women that want to sit over here and laugh at men having
See, the thing is, the other argument that they would say, that's all unaliving, but we're talking about, sexual advances and, making me feel uncomfortable and all these other shits. But men are killing themselves because we can't share our feelings.
Mental Health Month, which actually starts tomorrow, you guys. So be on the lookout for a video for that, because I covered that last year. And because a lot of guys aren't aware that June is Men's Mental Health Month. Anyway, I want to show you a couple of examples of why men were against the being chosen, a bear being chosen over them, as well as choosing a tree over a woman. Check this out.
Tonight I spoke with the attorney who represents the man who was accused of attempted kidnapping in this grocery store parking lot. That attorney tells me that woman's story never added up and that the update in this case is better late than never. 41-year-old Daniel Pearson is home with his family tonight, out of jail after the Bucks County DA says he was wrongly accused of attempted and kidnapping. This is the woman who accused him of those crimes.
Whore!
20-year-old Angela Yurimova. Police in Middletown Township said Yurimova called them on the night of April 16th, claiming a man grabbed her in the parking lot of the Redners off Lincoln Highway and attempted to pull her pants down while he carried and pulled her back toward his truck.
Who does that? Try to grab someone and pull their pants down at the same time while you're trying to abduct them? Jeez, like the stuff that these women make up doesn't even make sense. So this guy is so horny, he couldn't even wait to fully kidnap you. He just tried to kidnap you and rape you at the same time? In public?
Yurimova said she was able to break free and that he drove away. Police used a license plate reader system that spotted a similar truck nearby. They tracked it to Pearson, and he was held at the Bucks County Correctional Facility on $1 million bail. A new complaint now states.
How is that not excessive bail? He's only accused. And you set the bail at $1 million? What the fuck?
Daniel Pearson was charged.
I had 2 first-degree murders, and I still got bail, and it wasn't $1 million. How the... I am fucking raging right now, because that is crazy.
charged with multiple felony offenses and remained incarcerated for a total of 31 days before Yurimova admitted to her lies. The complaint states that shortly after his arrest, officials received information from Pearson's family that warranted further investigation. So detectives reviewed surveillance video and found at no point...
You fucking fucks! You couldn't review the video before? You took her word for it? And fucking put the man in jail for 31 days? Oh, woosha.
In the video, did Pearson's truck travel through any part of the path Yurimova claimed the vehicle took? Yurimova was called to the DA's office for questioning last Thursday, and because of more inconsistencies in her story, she was called back in on Friday. That's when the complaint states Yurimova admitted that she had lied about the entire incident and that no assault occurred. Yurimova said she had seen Pearson and his truck before in the parking lot of her old job and that he was, quote, creepy. All charges against Pearson have been...
So because she thinks he's creep. This is what's happening, guys. Because they think we're creepy. They think they automatically assume. Because we're not Chads, we're not Tyrones, we're not good-looking men with normal upkeep. He's just a normal guy. A little bit beardy. Because he seems like a creep. So I'm gonna lie through my teeth about him assaulting me because I think he's a creep. And I'm 100% positive nothing happened to this fucking whore. And I'm gonna keep saying whore about her because that is a whore move.
Dropped.
So apparently as a man, you can't go to public parks anymore without being a weirdo or a creep. So I got down to the gym, I hit the sauna, and I went to the park to do some running. Well, I kept noticing this one lady was oddly looking at me, and I thought maybe she was admiring me, you know? I'm a young guy, I'm running, I'm looking all hot and sweaty. No, I'm totally fucking playing. But finally, I get to where I started walking, and I'm just texting on my phone. And she goes, hey. I just kept walking because I didn't think she was talking to me. We're at the park. I thought she was yelling at her kid or something. Sure enough, sir. I was like, maybe this bitch is talking to me. So I turn around, and sure enough, she's looking right at me. I was like, yes, can I help you? And she was like, why are you here? At the public park with a trail called the fitness trail? I don't know. Do you see how fucking sweaty I am? I'm running, bitch. This motherfucker said, as a grown man, don't you think it's a little weird to be running around a public park? No.
The park has a track for running.
No, Susan, I fucking don't. You know why? Because I don't go to creep on children. I went to run because it was a nice day outside, and it's called the fitness fucking lane for a reason. All right? Eat my dick. And just because I know I'll get that one comment going, well, were you running with your shirt off? No, Susan, I was wearing this. This was exactly what I was wearing, and I was going like this, running and enjoying my fucking day.
So the fact that the stats don't even support what these women are trying to push is as well as all these different examples of false accusations. I find it kind of funny that these women have such a hard time understanding why men think the way that they do. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support.
Shout out to Rome. I have not been triggered like this in a while. For that man to have gotten 31 days because he looked like a creep because she saw him a few days before in the parking lot. $1 million bail. That's excessive bail. That is fucking against the law. Please explain them below. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.